Hey everyone, this is Allie and welcome to the Common Room. I know I have been playing quite a bit of Hogwarts Legacy lately, but I am super excited to get back into some unboxings for you guys. So keep watching if you would like to see the most recent Wizarding Trunk box for February that is themed all around professors. Alright guys, so we have quite a heavy box from the Wizarding Trunk this month, and I am so excited to get into it. I've been a little bit backed up on boxes, but I think I'm finally getting caught up for the Wizarding Trunk, and this one is of course themed all around professors. Now, just a little information about this box. These are $54.99 plus shipping. This is the standard bi-monthly box. Now, since I am a Wizarding Trunk rep, they did send this to me for free. But as always, I promise to give you guys my honest opinion on all of the items inside. And if you would like to save a little bit of money on your own box, you can use my code MAGICALALLIE for 10% off your first box and individual purchases. Now, before we get into this box, I do want to show you a few little items that they've put on the box artwork to give just a few nods to some of the professors. Now, I've been thinking, and I'm assuming that we are going to see some of the, standard professors like Professor Snape probably. I was assuming maybe some Professor Dumbledore and McGonagall. Now, I am hoping, fingers crossed, I see there's a little tarot card on the front here. I am really hoping that we get some Professor Trelawney items and even possibly a Firenze whenever he came and took over for divination in 5th year. I think that would be really unique. Now, I don't know if that's going to be in here. That's just my hopes. But let me show you some of the other things on the box. So, of course, I did show you that there is the tarot card on the front here, and it says the Tower. But this little yellow part in the middle, I believe that's supposed to be a lemon drop for Dumbledore, which is just really simple but really cute. Now, on the side, this just says, you can kind of see, it's really hard to see because it's very dark, but it looks like there's a crystal ball on one side and like a hand on the other. And it says no more bloody owls. Now on the back, there is a potion ingredient label for Wolfsbane potion. So that's probably going to be a nod at Professor Lupin or Moody, Moony, which I'm really excited. I hope we do get a Lupin item in here. And we might actually get a Mad-Eye Moody too, but it would kind of be Barty Crouch Jr. But either way, I'll be excited for it. And then on the front, we have a black cat, which I am assuming should be a nod at McGonagall, even though she is a tabby cat, not a black cat. And then nothing on the bottom of this box. Oh, another professor that I would love to see something in here, of course, for Gilderoy Lockhart. You guys know that he is my guilty pleasure, and I really hope that we just get a few of those items. I'm really excited because the Wizarding Trunk's been killing it, and I can't wait to see what they have come up with for some of the professors in this box. But you guys, I don't have much more to go over, so I am going to give you a sneak peek so that we can start getting into these items. Oh, do we have a t-shirt in here? I feel like it's been a while since we got a t-shirt and I really wasn't expecting one. Okay, besides that, you can't really tell anything that's in here. So let's start with the t-shirt because I did get a little excited when I saw it because I just wasn't expecting one. So I can see that it's just kind of like this light brown color, but let's see what what's it have? Oh, okay. Oh, how could I forget my favorite character, Hagrid, of course. I'm so excited that we have a Hagrid t-shirt. Okay, so on the front, it's just a little image on the front, but it says groundskeeper's assistant, and it has a little wand and a shovel, which is just too cute. And the back of it has a much bigger image, which I really enjoy. It still says groundskeeper's assistant. Oh, those gloves on the side of the box, the hand, it was dragon scale gloves. But you can see there is the castle, like castle on the back here with a crest. It says groundskeeper's assistant. It has keys on here. And again, the little shovel and wand. It has that little dragon scale glove. Oh, and I'm thinking, is that supposed to be a hippogriff? I can't remember what the creature is that has like all the different parts, but I feel like that's a hippogriff. I could be wrong. But, and it has the stars, like all these little stars along it. So I am a big fan of this shirt. I will definitely be wearing this. The color, I think the color is really nice and unique. It's not usually a color that I wear, but it's good to have a little bit of variety in your wardrobe. But just the fact that I could be Hagrid's assistant, you guys know I'm gonna love a Hagrid item. And yeah, I think this was a really nice start to the box. All right, so Hagrid, check. I see that we have a pin in here. Now the pin is not on one of a lot of the pins we've got lately have been on that like Hogwarts picture frame backing. This one's just in a plastic bag. So I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek at it and see what we have. Dueling Champion. I really like this. Now in the movies for dueling, of course, that is for Snape and Gilderoy. Oh, please don't be the only Gilderoy item. But this is a really nice pin. It is so shiny and I am loving the colors on this, like the goldish brown and the blue. I think they go really nicely together. And it says Dueling Champion. It has the little phases of the moon and then it has the two wands in the middle. This definitely reminds me of, again, I said I've been playing a lot of Hogwarts Legacy and they have like the Crossed Wand Secret Dueling Club. So that's really cute. I feel like I should wear this whenever I'm playing now. But yeah, again, another wonderfully made pin. I have been loving all of their pins lately and this guy is definitely going to be going on my pin board. Oh, I see there's another, I'm not going to open it yet, but there's another pin in here. But now that we've got this t-shirt out of the way, let me show you what it looks like inside of here. There are so many boxes, which makes me just insanely happy because the more boxes that I see, the better chance of replica items. So let's see, we have, there's one and it has words on it. And so I'm going to pull it up because it's something I won't be able to like steer clear of. Oh, look at it. It's going to be something for Mad-Eye Moody. Okay, so of course, there's the eyeball here. There's another sideways eyeball here. And it says on the top, it says Dr. Grindel's Enchanted Prosthetics. Are we gonna have like his actual eyeball in here? Because I will lose my mind. Let's see. That would be I don't know how they'll do it, but it would be such a cool replica. There's styrofoam in here. Okay, let's see what we have, you guys. I'm getting my hopes up and it could not be. But it is. Look, look. Let me pull this out so I can see what all, oh. It's so good. Now, it kind of looks like a doorbell or like not a doorbell, but like a bell. I don't know. But it is just Mad-Eye Moody's eye, which is hilarious, but wonderful that I can put that somewhere on my shelves. But I think my favorite thing about this is a look at the back. It has like tape on there, like double-sided tape. So I can literally put this on like the back of a bookshelf so that my eye is just like creeping. I think they probably did that because whenever Umbridge has his eye, it's just like on her door. And I'm sure a bunch of people will be like, yeah, I'm going to put that on like my door to my office. I could do that, but it's such a good item that is for sure going to be going on a shelf. But I will say the paint job on this is really, really nice. The way that the brush strokes are all throughout like the middle of the eye, it gives it some dimension, makes it look like the actual bursts that you see in an eyeball. And then the white is just so smooth and nice. I don't know, it's just a really cool and again, a unique item. I never thought that I would be receiving Mad-Eye Moody's eye in a box, but I am very excited that we did. Okay, I'm gonna pull out something that I'm thinking is gonna be a key. Yeah. So in our last box, our key came in a little package like this that says Unlocking Magic. And so we have another one of these packages, but this one's a little bit bigger. Now, I've been saying it for a while, not the biggest fan of the keys, but let's go ahead and see what kind of professor key we're gonna have, because I'm not sure what it could be. You know, I mean, all of the professors would have, you know, offices that they would have a key to. Maybe like the headmaster's office? I don't know. Let's see. These boxes are a little difficult to open. Okay. I don't usually get excited for keys, but I love this key. If I was going to get any key, it would be this one. And they have just designed it perfectly. I'm going to keep in this box. I think you might be able to see it better. But it's a key to the restricted section of the library. And you guys, just look at how well they have made this key and how well they've designed it. You can see that there's a little keychain that is like a little lantern. And that just reminds me of Harry having to have his lantern whenever he's sneaking in. You can see that on the top of it, of the key, there's all these books. Some of them are like stacked in different ways. Some of them are falling over. But just the attention to detail on all the different books is amazing. And then it's got this, like the face that comes out of the books. There's like one of those in the middle. And it says restricted section. It has like a little keyhole, and the pins, they could also kind of be like pages out of a book or different books stacked. But honestly, this is just so well done. I am very surprised at how obsessed I am with this key. I really have been kind of over them, and I've been like, oh, there's not really much you can surprise me with anymore with keys. But this is a very good surprise. Ooh, what does it say? There has some words on here. It says authorized only, kind of around the little face. I don't know if you can see. It's very tiny. But oh my goodness. I have to admit, you guys, that's definitely my favorite key that we've gotten from the Wizarding Trunk. I am happily surprised at how much I like that. And yeah, I'm going to have to find a good place on my shelf for this, because this one is worth displaying. There are still so many boxes in this box, but I'm going to try to show you some of the paper items before we get into them. But there is literally so much in here, and I'm very just super excited to see everything that we open. But let me show you these paper items. Oh, so this is a cheat sheet. I can't look at you. Ah, it's double-sided. So we only have 3 items in here. Now, one of the items is the Magical Creatures A to Z page that we were missing out of our last box. So this is the Magical Creatures with the Manticore and the Mer Person. So you can see, I really like the Mer Person on here. I think she looks really cute. And then the Manticore, I think the Manticore is what I was thinking of whenever I was looking at the Hagrid shirt, but I still think it's a hippogriff on there. But that looks much more terrifying. But for the Mer Person, it says a mermaid is an aquatic creature with the head and upper body of a female human and the tail of a fish. Male versions are known as mermen, although traditions about and sightings of them are less common. They are generally assumed to coexist with their female counterparts. The male and the female collectively are referred to as merfolk or mer people. And then for the Manticore, it says the Manticore is a sphinx-like creature native to the jungles of India, Indonesia, and more rarely the forests of North America and Europe. It is a bold creature that can easily best multiple humans at once. The Manticore sings softly while it eats its victims whole, using 3 rows of teeth to leave no trace of its meal behind, not even bones. Okay, Manticore's terrifying. That would definitely keep me out of the Forbidden Forest if there was a possibility one of these bad boys could be in the woods. So that's a really cool page. I will be excited to add it into my Magical Creatures A to Z book. But this one is actually not the one for our box. So the one for our box, the creature on the back is the unicorn. So I'm thinking that could possibly have to do with Hagrid, because we went into the Forbidden Forest to look for the unicorn with Hagrid. And it says the unicorn is a magical creature with the body of a majestic horse and a long spiraling horn growing from the center of its forehead. Unicorns have several magical abilities such as immortality, being untamable, a touch capable of healing mortal wounds, and the ability to detect good and evil. And you can see the little image of the unicorn there. Now on the back is something that I can promise you I'm going to mispronounce. And I've never heard or seen this before. It's called the Unctihi. I'm not exactly sure. But it says it's also known as the Horned Serpent. It's considered the ruler of the underworld. It is covered in scales, and a giant horn protrudes from its nose and another from its tail. This creature is the mother of all water-dwelling monsters that inhabit the oceans, rivers, lakes, and streams. These magical creatures really want me to just never go out into the magical world, into the woods, into the waters. I'll just stay on land and hope that all the land creatures stay away from me. But I do love getting these pages. I'm kind of excited that we do have 2, and I will definitely be adding them to my Magical Creatures A to Z book. Okay, so we've definitely got a Mad Eye Moody item, a library item. I can't remember the librarian's name. If you guys remember the librarian's name, please leave a comment and let me know, because it's just blanking in my head and it's going to bother me. But then we also have Hagrid and possibly Gilderoy or Snape with the pin. But we have another item, and this one, it's really pink, and so I was thinking maybe Umbridge, but let's take a look at it. It looks like it might be a Valentine's card, since February is the month of Valentine's Day. I am actually filming this on Valentine's Day. Me and Chris agreed that we were not going to get each other anything, and of course he comes home with flowers, so I was a little spoiled, but I was super excited about it. But this is very pink. You can see there's like teacups and like little desserts, and it says "Be Mine." And then on the back it says "Postcard to my Valentine. For a small fee, a school cupid will sing to your Valentine when delivering." Okay, so this definitely reminds me of when Ginny sends her Valentine to Harry. So is that something that Gilderoy Lockhart did? I feel like this could maybe be a Gilderoy item. Why is my Harry Potter knowledge failing me? But either way, it is a really cute little postcard, little Valentine. And yeah, I'm not sure where I'll put that. If I need to spice up some pink on a shelf, I can definitely throw this in there. To me, this is giving Ginny Weasley vibes. So the only thing I can think of is Gilderoy Lockhart being the professor who like sold these or allowed them to send them out. But a very cute little paper item. Okay, let's get into some of these boxes because there's quite a few. This one is striking me as some kind of potion ingredient, potion item. So let's start with this one. It's just a little mystery brown box. Whatever it is, it's wrapped in bubble wrap, which makes me think potion. If it's a potion, it's very, I don't think that's a, I think it's a memory vial. It's been a while since we've got a memory vial. I didn't mean to rhyme. So this is going to be a Dumbledore item because it says Ogden, September 1925. Now I know I have seen some other things with the name Ogden on it. If I'm not mistaken, that is someone who worked at the ministry, and they were going to the Gaunt's house to investigate at some point. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's just where my brain went. But of course, you guys, it's a memory vial, and it's just absolutely beautiful. This one has a really cool little lid to it. I guess they're kind of similar to the ones we already have, but either way, I love these, and I can never get enough memory vials. If I had just a whole shelf of memory vials, I would be happy about it. So here's a Professor Dumbledore item that I am super excited about. I should say with this as well, I believe that these are actually made out of glass, like hand-blown glass. They're very nice quality, and just the liquid in here to make them look like a memory is so perfect. It's just the tiniest bit of glitter, just the tiniest bit of magic, and yeah, just a perfect memory vial. So there is still this one other pin that is in the box, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek at it because this one is on the castle wall backing. So I'm assuming this is going to be one of our framed pictures from Hogwarts. It's been a few boxes since we really got one of these, so I'm not sure who it would be. I'm trying to think of someone we haven't had yet, but I don't know. So let's see what it is. What is this? Is this supposed to be Professor McGonagall maybe? Let me take a look. It's a little dark. The only person I can think this is Professor McGonagall. Of course, we are so used to seeing the actress who plays her in the movies that it isn't the exact same, but she has the green outfit on, and we are all so used to seeing McGonagall in her green robes. And yeah, it just strikes me that that's who this is. So of course McGonagall would have a portrait because she did become headmistress and she was deputy headmistress. Now I do love the frame on this one. This one has almost like a coppery rose gold color to it, which is really beautiful. I think that's very different than the other frames that we have received. Yeah, it's just perfectly ornate and just a really nicely done pin. I've said it before, I'm going to have to get a pin board that is just specifically for these pins because I love them so much, and I would love to see something come out or something that I could make that looked like a castle wall, like the fabric of a castle wall with the bricks, and then put these on it. I think that would be wonderful. For right now though, it's just gonna have to go on the normal pin board, but it is another wonderful pin. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the book sleeve out of the way. That way we just have boxes left. Now, if I'm correct, this should go on the British edition or the UK edition of the Prisoner of Azkaban, because we just got the Chamber of Secrets. This one has some really cool marbling that I can already tell is in. I think there's two things in here, you guys. I always forget that sometimes they put multiple prints in. So let me look and find the book sleeve first. I think this is just one thing. Let me show you. So we have the rune. Now, I can already tell you just by the colors on here, it is reminding me of the History of Magic book. Is that what it is? History of Magic? I believe it's reminding me of what I believe is the History of Magic book. But the rune is beautiful. And then, oh, and it's upside down, but I do see it says the History of Magic. You guys, it's beautiful. I have not seen any that are so close to what we see in the actual replicas. And I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy this because this is a really nice kind of, not an actual replica, but so close. The colors of this are perfection. They are like the aged creamy color with that beautiful dark maroon. And it has gold foiling all over this with little stars and little details. And it says History of Magic by Eliphas Levi. And then the little things that go in the pages, they counteract it so well. I think it's a much different color. It's much brighter, but I really like the vibe of it with this. So I am pleasantly surprised with this book cover, but I never know what we're going to get with these, and I was not expecting a History of Magic at all. So well done, Danny. This is beautiful, and I can't wait to put it on my UK version of The Prisoner of Azkaban. All right, so now let's get into this little extra print that was wrapped up with our book cover. So I can already tell that there is lots of gold foiling on this. Now I'll get you guys see the full thing first. It looks like it's a map of the stars. Mappa Stellarum is what it says, but it's beautiful. I feel like this is a Ferenz item is what I'm getting from this print, because whenever he takes over divination, he has the classroom like on the ground level since he can't walk up the stairs. And I'm pretty sure that they say it is like enchanted to look like the forest, and they like study the stars and everything in there. So I am very excited that we have an item for him. And this is really just beautiful. I'm very much into that. You guys know that I like all the divination and the, moon and star, just all of that. Horoscope, zodiacs, it's just something I enjoy. So I think this is really beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but each constellation is outlined in gold foil. And it's really, really beautiful. If you can't see it, I will make sure that I get some close-ups of it. That's a gorgeous print, and it's a little big, but I'm sure I can find somewhere for it. But as always, I am very, very happy with the prints that we got and all of the paper items that we got in this box. So now for the items that I'm probably the most excited for. We have 4 items left in this box, and they are all mystery boxes. So I have no idea what they could be, but I know that we are missing a couple professors that I would like to see. I would like to see Trelawney. I would like to see Lupin. I would like to see Gilderoy if his wasn't the Valentine. I'm sure there's some others, but those are the ones coming to mind. So let's take a look at this green box. Doesn't give anything away. I will tell you it's got a little bit of weight to it. So let's see. It could be a potion. It's wrapped in bubble. I don't know if it's a potion. Why wasn't I thinking of him? He's one of my favorites too. Professor Slughorn. I've always liked Professor Slughorn because I feel like you can tell that he has the Slytherin traits, but they're not the evil association of the traits. Like, he uses other people to kind of gain for himself, but he's internally a sweet, nice person, and I've always enjoyed him. And one of my favorite replicas that I have of Professor Slughorn is, of course, his hourglass. And I wasn't expecting it at all. But look, it's a mini one. It's so good. I love that it's not exactly the same as the one that we see in the movies and the replica from Noble Collection. It has, so on the bottom where they sit, you can see it has little snakes and like a little clock. But these little snakes are so nice. They're much more like, I think the snakes on the other one are green. They're either silver or green, but these are a little more detailed, I think. These little guys and their little faces. I like that there are multiple ones that meet in the middle. And yeah, I mean, it works as an hourglass. And I've said it in a few of my videos, guys. Even before I collected Harry Potter, I have always been obsessed with hourglasses. I never had a big collection of them, but I always had at least 1 or 2 in my room because I just loved hourglasses. So if you can't tell, I'm very, very excited about this item, and it's definitely the contender for my favorite item right now. I think it is wonderful. I do want to tell you that I feel like it's made really well. This definitely has to be real glass, and I feel like everything else is metal. So it's just painted so nicely. Yeah, I'm obsessed. This is just a fantastic item. So it's going to be really hard to beat the hourglass, but let's see what we have. There's 2 bigger boxes and then this kind of medium-sized box. So let's look at the medium-sized box. It's pretty heavy. I can't tell. This looks like it could be a potion. Yep, it's a potion. Oh, this looks different. Oh, so this is kind of crazy looking. This potion is called Pufferfish Eyes, and it says humanely harvested. Now, if there is a specific part in the books where they use Pufferfish Eyes, please leave a comment and let me know, because in my head, I am just thinking this is a potion, so this would be like our Snape item. But it says Pufferfish Eyes. It has a black wax seal that says Pureblood Apothecary on there. You guys know I always love these labels. They're just perfect. But the actual bottle is a lot different. You can see that there is actually a really pretty potion in here. But whatever they have made to look like the eyes, it's not just painted on the bottle. There is something actually inside the bottle, because whenever you move it around, the potion goes all around. Let me try to show you. It goes all around the little like circular things. It moves around it. So they did a really cool job. It's a very unique potion. And I mean, definitely going on the potion shelf. I love the color of it. It's like a very dark green with black. I'm a Slytherin, so you guys know those are going to be fine for me. The bottle, I also like the unique shape of the bottle. Usually we get stuff that's like round or just a normal square, but this one's kind of got a curve up at the top and it's not super thick. So yeah, it's a very unique potion and definitely a nice item that I'm going to be adding to my potion shelf. Okay, so we have our last two items here. And in my head, I'm thinking this one's heavier, this white one's heavier, and I would usually save that till last. But it's in such a weird shape that I feel like it could be like a plate, like an umbrage plate. And we have a few of those, so I'm just gonna open it first to see. If it's not, I could be completely wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna save that other one till last. It's very light, but it gives me replica vibes. So let's see what's in this white box. Why can't I ever open anything? Oh, because I'm open. Okay, it is some kind, you can see that it's some kind of saucer. I think we have another umbrage saucer, which I will say I'm a little surprised about because we did have I don't know if it was an umbrage themed box not that long ago, but there was an umbrage saucer in that one too. But I'm doing a Ministry of Magic shelf and I have 2 saucers up there. So number 3 is going to be happily added to it. But this one, I will say I like this one because it is a different kind of shape. Now the cat on it is a little more terrifying than some of the other cats. It's not like a scary looking cat, but it's not as cute as the other 2. But you can see we have our little cat in the middle of the saucer. Okay, when I put him up there, he looks a little cuter. And I really like the colors of this one. It's got a lot of course it has pink, but there's some red in it, which is really nice. And I just really like the shape of this one. It's not just a flat saucer. So this will have to go in the middle of my other 2. Of course, it's very well made. I believe it's ceramic. It feels like ceramic. And yeah, just a high quality item, a perfect umbrage item. I guess we can't really get too many of these plates because she had so many of them up on her wall. So I'm definitely happy with this umbrage item and I will be adding it to my Ministry of Magic shelf, which I hope to be able to show you guys soon. All right, we are on our last item. I am sad because I don't want this box to end, but I am very curious to see what's in here and to see what professor it is attributed to. I am trying to think of those that we haven't gotten anything for. Possibly Moody, maybe? Or is he, I don't know. Moody's one I can think of that I don't know if we received an item. Also, Trelawney, you know I love her. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see. I'm thinking we're gonna see some styrofoam in here for a replica. Fingers crossed. I almost saw what it was. There's something open that you can see, but there is styrofoam in here. I feel like maybe I'm missing part of the styrofoam. Oh no, I think it's just pushed back. But I didn't see it, so let's see what it is. What is this? Oh, so this could also be a Ferenz item or just one of the Centaur items, but I am obsessed with it. I am especially obsessed with it once I saw what it says at the bottom of it. So we have a Centaur statue, which is honestly just beautiful. It has kind of like the little bit of the forest at the bottom here. It's showing, what's the one Centaur's name? Is it Ronan or Bane? I'm not sure which one, but it shows a Centaur with his bow and arrow drawn. But on the very bottom, you guys, it says, Mars is bright tonight. I love the nod. I love the nod to that. One of my absolute favorite theories from the Harry Potter books is that we knew what was going to happen to Harry in the first book. And that is because these centaurs, you know, they see things from the skies. They can pretty much see the future from the skies. And whenever Ferenz saved Harry in the Forbidden Forest, I read somewhere that because they say something to him about, you know, Mars is bright tonight, but they're talking about what's going to happen and they shouldn't be pretty much messing with fate and what the future says is going to happen. And it's because it was said that Harry would, you know, fall to Voldemort in the Forbidden Forest. That's one of my favorite theories. I just think about it all the time. I do like it a lot. But I think the statue is perfect. I don't know what shelf this guy's going to go on, Leave a comment. Let me know what shelf you think I should put this on. I could do a year 1. I could do a divination shelf. It could really go anywhere, but I am surprised by it, and I think it's a really good little nod at these centaurs. So now that we have all of our items out of the box, let's go over the cheat sheet, make sure we received everything, see if there's any new information that might help us explain any of the items, and yeah, just go over everything from the professor box. So for item number 1, we have the History of Magic book cover. This book by Eliphas Levi was written in 1913 and will fit the 3rd hardback UK edition book. Item number 3 is the kitten plate. Imagine sitting down to complete your lesson plan and enjoying a cup of tea while this sickeningly cute cat decides to settle in for a nap. Number 4 is the creature page. This creature page is torn right out of the book Magical Creatures A to Z. It was written by the Wizarding Trunk and designed by Wizardry Workshop. Number 5 is of course the hourglass. This hourglass appears to have the ability to alter time. It has been known to speed it up, slow it down, or reverse it in some cases. Number 6 are the pufferfish eyes. Eyes of the pufferfish are an essential ingredient in potion making when brewing up a solution for swelling. Number 7 is the portrait pen. The brave and courageous professor is the next in the line of our portrait pens. So brave and courageous, I'm going to assume that's a Gryffindor, which would be McGonagall. So I think I got that one right. Number 8 was the magical eye. While we hope that you may never have a need for a magical eye, this could also come in handy stuck to a door. If you're looking to do a bit of spying like one of its last owners. Umbridge! I'm glad I got that little nod correct. Item number 9 was our restricted section key. This key is used to enter the restricted section in the library. Number 10 is the star chart. This star chart will come in handy atop the tallest tower while mapping the sky in astrology. I don't know why I didn't think of astronomy as a Hogwarts class, but the star chart was for astronomy and not for divination. Number 11 is the Valentine postcard. Fill out this postcard and give it back to your professor if you would like one of his Valentine cupids to deliver and sing it to your Valentine. So that was a Gilderoy Lockhart item. Number 12 is the groundskeeper assistant shirt. Oh look, you were selected by the groundskeeper to be his assistant. We hope you don't have any reservations about deep black lakes or a forest that most are forbidden to enter. I do have all the reservations about that. I think I mentioned that already. But for Hagrid, I think I would risk it. Item number 13 is the Vial of Memories. These hand-blown vials were created exclusively for us and contain a rather peculiar look into the past, September of 1925 to be exact. Number 14 is the Dueling Champion pin. Did you know that one of your professors was a dueling champion? If you're looking for some tips and tricks for dueling, we suggest he be the one you ask for help. Again, I'm thinking, is that Gilderoy? No? Leave a comment. Let me know if you know who the dueling champion was. In my head, I'm thinking it's either Snape or Gilderoy because they show dueling to the kids. But I could be wrong, so if you know that it's someone else, please leave a comment and let me know. And that was the last item in here. It does say that there are like some little ads in here, and it says Pure Blood Apothecaries, Deadly Nightshade, Ghosts for Hire, Poltergeist Seeking Work, would be great at eavesdropping, and then just some cute little ads. And then you can see on the bottom, it says that the next bi-monthly theme is going to be herbology. So now that we went over the cheat sheet, let me give you guys my favorite and least favorite items. I think I can honestly say I don't have a least favorite out of this box. Everything is going to find a place on my shelves, and I thought there were just a lot of really unique items. So even the key, which sometimes is a least favorite for me, I thought they knocked it out of the park. So no least favorites in this video. Now for my favorite item, there's so many cool ones, but nothing at all excited me like this item did when I opened it. I wasn't expecting it. I don't know why Slughorn was not in my mind as a professor because he's one of my favorites, but it wasn't in my mind at all. I wasn't expecting such a nice replica, and Slughorn's hourglass is one of my favorite things. So I'm very, very excited that I finally have a miniature replica to fit on a shelf that you guys can see. So hourglass is 100% my favorite item out of the box. Now going over the box as a whole, I think you guys can see that it's another Wizarding Trunk box that I think they just did fantastic with. I loved every item in here. There are so many replicas that I'm going to be finding places for on my shelves, like Mad Eye Moody's eye, the hourglass, of course, the wonderful centaur statue, just so many. The plate, everything's going on a shelf. And then like the prints were beautiful, the pins are beautiful, everything's beautiful. I'm gonna wear the shirt. I really just love it all. So I was very, very happy with this box. As usual, you guys, though, I would love to know what you thought about it. Leave a comment, let me know what your favorite and least favorite items were, and what you thought about the Professor box as a whole. As always, thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos related to Harry Potter and the Wizarding world, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you next time in the common room.